not going to believe what I just found out. I am only 85 years old, and I will be 86 in 6 weeks in November. I have to tell you, I always knew I was 6 months younger than Moosie, but I thought that he turned 87 on his last birthday, and I thought, okay, I'll be that. He just told me this now. I'm always a year ahead of myself. I don't know why. I'm aging backwards. I just thought I'd tell you that. I had to fess that one up. Do you do that? Do you always think you're a year older than you are or a year younger? I'm off to shop. I'm going off to Walmart. I have a list a mile long of things that I have to get. I'm out of milk and everything. I never did get out of the house yesterday. It was Savers Tuesday, 30% off at Savers thrift shop. And I always love to go. I don't make it every week, but I thought I'd get out and I didn't. And I actually made eggs for Moosie this morning instead of his usual cereal. So today's the day, and I'll see what's new at Walmart in the way of pumpkins, decor, and maybe some new fall fashions. So I'll catch you in the car. By the way, in the last video that I made about my Q&A, my questions, I had done a bit about our day on Saturday, or my day on Saturday, with Dubby, our daughter, and her daughter, Tessie. But I couldn't put it on the last video because it would have made it too long. So I'm going to put all of that on this with a few little clips of what we did, and that will just add to this story. So even though it's up a week late, almost will be, I think you'll enjoy about our day and one of the great coups that I had while shopping with my daughter. Now I want to tell you a little bit about my day Saturday with our daughter Dubby and her daughter Tess and little Stella, who is Tessie's fiance's daughter. Stella is 12. And as you might have remembered, I mentioned in the last video that we were going off to a fitting. Tessie already had bought her wedding dress and it needed to be fit. So I did take a few clips of our day, but I couldn't show you the wedding dress, of course. It was absolutely gorgeous. Tessie looked beautiful in it, but those alterations, the lady came in, and of course, I don't know whether you've ever gone through this with daughters or granddaughters, but the alterations wind up spending almost as much as the dress. Then after that, we all went out to lunch, and I was following in my car because we started off in Yorba Linda, and then we went to Brea Mall in Orange County, and that's closer to our house. And we arrived at BJ's, which is a beautiful restaurant on the grounds of the mall, not in the mall. And we all had this wonderful lunch. In fact, it was more like a dinner. And I brought most of it home and served it to Moosie that night for dinner. But right after that, we were roaring to get in the mall. I haven't been in Brea Mall in probably a year and a half. Most of my shopping is, I'm excited when I get to go to a thrift shop, which is today, and maybe I'll still get going, I don't know. But, or a TJ Maxx or Marshalls or Ross, love my Ross, and Amazon. I'm an Amazon shopper too, but I haven't been doing that much shopping lately because I'm so satisfied with my own wardrobe and what I have. And so, or what Dubby gives me. I always get the clean outs from her closet, and she is an upscale shopper, so I get some pretty nice things from Dub. But we split up, and Tessie went off with Stella because Stella wanted to get her ears pierced, and Dubby had given her some shopping money, and they had places to go.
Yay, Stella!
21, and Dubby and I headed for Macy's, and they were having sales. Well, we ran into an 80% off some upscale clothing, Calvin Klein's and things. And oh my goodness. Now I have to tell you, the place was destroyed. There were racks kind of off in a special corner, and there was stuff on the floor. The racks weren't, they didn't have the sizes in order. You just had to grab something, and if it looked to be your size, good. Well, I found a couple of things. And by the way, Dubby insisted, as she does every time I go out with her, it was her treat of the day. And I got several things, which I will show you when I start getting the fall stuff out with the fashions. But I found, I can't even describe it. I don't know whether it's a lightweight evening coat or a dress or what, but it's sort of a black crepe that goes below the knee, double-breasted, with beautiful double-breasted buttons down the front. It had a tuxedo satin collar that just came around, satin cuffs. The sleeves were black, but they were sheer chiffon. This was so high style, I couldn't believe it. I don't know where I will wear it, but it was almost $200, marked down to $24.95. And it was 3 sizes too big, but I put it on and I showed Dub and she said, you gotta get it, which I did. And I will have to remake it. Fortunately, my mommy taught me how to sew when I was 7 years old, and I can do it. But I will show you this, maybe in one of the next videos. It's so gorgeous. Maybe I'll wear it to Tessie's wedding. It's an evening wedding. I don't know where I'll wear it, but I can see it with a satin silk shirt, maybe with a ruffled collar of some kind, and big pearls. You know me, go big or go home with the jewelry, as you can tell. It was just beautiful. So that was my main thing. We had so much fun. And I didn't get home until 3:30. I left at 9:45 in the morning, walked all through the mall. We wound up in Claire's and watched little Stella get her ears pierced. Then we went to Bed Bath & Beyond. Moosie wanted some of that nice smelly soap in the bathroom. When I walked in the door, my hips were aching so much, but I went straight to the bed, and Moosie had to come in and lie on the bed to listen to the day's story. But we had a wonderful, wonderful time. It's so uplifting to spend time with daughters, sons, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, whatever. It's part of having the energy and the positive mindset to grow old with joy. Guess where I'm going? Well, I'm on my way to Walmart. As you know, I had to do some food shopping, and I just decided to stop at my favorite Dell and get myself a nice coffee and maybe something else. I've got a new menu that looks wonderful, but I think I'll just have a fish taco or something. Sounds good. Here I am at Dell. I'm going to have a fish taco. Hi, I'll have a nice coffee, please.
One regular iced coffee?
Regular.
Okay.
And a fish taco. You know, they're one of the very few fast food places that has senior discounts. Did you know that, ladies? Don't forget to ask. I always ask. They always know anyway, I'm sure, but I never get carded anymore. Hi, I'm a senior. Thanks. Could I have about 5 or 6 Del Sporchos, please? Thank you. Thanks so much. Here we go, that first sip of the day. Why does that always taste so great? Cold. So good. Let's investigate and see what this fish taco is like. Comes with a little wedge of lime. Lots of pico de gallo on here, lots of cabbage, and some kind of an aioli sauce, which I love. I love to make my own aioli sauce. And then you get a nice big chunk of breaded fish in here. So you just sprinkle the lime on here, and then take a bite. Well, it's 12:30, and we just got home from a wonderful morning with our great-granddaughter, Brinley, and her mom, and her grandma.
And your lover.
Oh, and my lover, who's right here, going over to his chair, sitting down. And it was Grandparents' Day, and it was in the church auditorium. That's a wonderful big Christian community with a great big church with the amphitheaters. Beautiful, beautiful. And all the elementary grades, kindergarten through 4th, were there, and there's several of every grade. It was so packed with grandparents and great-grandparents that, believe it or not, I couldn't even find a parking place. And in the end, I squeezed into a spot that I think a lot of other cars gave up on, but I got in there. Bridget was there, and right away, everybody was there to help wheel. All the kids love to wheel Moosie's chair when he's in it, too. So we had wonderful seats in this beautiful amphitheater, and as Moosie said, by the end of this, it was like it was a ceremony. Normally on Grandparents' Day, you go to the classroom and you stay in the classroom, but they've made it different. They had a big sort of a welcome to all the families and grandparents. We sang songs. The little kids were up on the stage and just reciting. They had a program for the grandparents, and the funnest part for me was when they interviewed a lot of these little first graders, saying, how old is your grandma? How old are your grandma and grandpa? And they had these big screens up all around, so you could see all this on a screen up close. And these darling little kids, one little boy said, my grandma is 16 and my grandpa is 82. And of course everybody roared at that. And somebody else, you know, the moms were always 16 or 18, and the grandpas were always ancient. And it must be because the grandmas love to tell the little kids that they're only, you know, in their teens or something. But cute little answers. What do you love to do with your grandma and grandpa? And they had great, cute little answers to that too. Anyway, it was a lovely day, and Brinley was so cute. We took many videos. And one of the pictures that I love are the 4 generations. That went from moi, the oldest, to Bridget's mom, then Bridget, and then Brinley, her little daughter. Brinley is the youngest of 3 daughters that Bridget and Shep have. So after that was over.
What did Moose say?
What did Moose say? Oh, right. Moose said, I'm jumping ahead of myself here. I am stuffed, by the way. We went out to breakfast afterward. But to get back to what Moose said, as we were going out, he said, I've never seen so much love and happiness within a big congregation like this. People singing and giving praise to the Lord, and children singing with grandparents and parents, and just a huge aura of total happiness and a loving family of, what were there, several thousand people there, Moose?
Yeah.
Yes, just packed. So we decided that they had to go. Brinley's dad was working. He couldn't get away. And so they went home right afterwards.
then we forget to pray. Let's sing about what happens. Show me your healthy branches. Forget to pray, forget to pray, forget your Bible, forget to pray, and you'll shrink, shrink, shrink. Oh, this is not good.
You may be seated. And I'm so grateful for that. Thank you.
So we decided to go to a breakfast place that we always went to. We've been going there for 30 years. We haven't been there in a long, long time. But at one point when we had all the kids and grandkids and everybody, all, you know, in those days, we would always go on a Sunday morning after church, and we'd fill up one whole big corner of this breakfast restaurant. And that's what they're known for, a place called Arthur's. And their breakfasts are out of this world. They're known for their orange juice with lots of pulp in it, which Moosie had the minute he got in there. I'm stuffed. Moosie had a huge, big, cheesy omelet that the cheese was like a pizza cheese. He had fun with it. Good thing he had his napkin tucked into his shirt because the cheese was all over. We were howling. But we had a great breakfast. So fun, just the two of us sitting opposite each other like the old days and laughing and having a great time. This is an old favorite. We've come here for years with all the kids, and we just came from Grandparents' Day, and we're styling.
We've been coming here for 30, 40 years.
I know. In fact, we used to fill up that whole corner over there with bunches of tables and the kids.
Yeah, and I paid the check.
Good old Moosie. But Moose has just ordered one of their favorite drinks. It's orange juice with lots of pulp. And I, of course, have my whipped cream ready to go in my coffee. Thank you. Thanks so much.
She'll be right with you.
Thank you. Now, here it is, Eggs Benedict. 3 poached eggs atop a grilled English muffin, ham, and a creamy hollandaise sauce. I always get extra hollandaise. What are you gonna have, Moosie? Well, you like an omelet too, don't you?
I'm gonna have it on, yeah.
Are you? Which one? Look at them. Is it?
You have to try this. So
Good. Yummy, huh? Okay, I will. I'm gonna give it a try here. And the waitress even brought me some whipped cream for my coffee. And I'm in heaven. Tell me what you have there.
Mushroom omelet, cheese, and mushroom. Can you tell me about that? How?
And you have sausages. And I have 3 poached eggs. Very excited. This is a nice outing for us, huh?
My mouth is watering.
Moosie is wrestling here with his cheese. This thing is laden with cheese. Moosie,
You know it's mozzarella.
oh. Now we didn't plan that. I don't know whether I should put this on or not at this point. We're in a public place, Moose. Behave. I'm glad the kids aren't here to see
That's why I
this.
have my tongue hanging out.
I know. Good idea you put that on. Now we're home. We're absolutely stuffed. I said to Moose, I feel like I should go out and take a walk because I was up at 5 this morning trying to get outfits ready and get Moose ready and get in the car and we had to be over there by 9 in the morning. So we did get stuck in morning traffic too. So when I got home, I was about ready to pop on the bed and just relax, maybe take a nap. And I thought, you know what? Why don't I say hi to all my friends on YouTube while I'm still dressed and my hair is not falling down yet and tell you what a wonderful time we had. Right now, I think I am going to hop on my bed and take a little snooze. Harley. What? Charlie, come on. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Do you want your yum-yums? Okay, come on. Come on. It's a nice day. It's cool. It's probably in the low 70s. And it's late morning. And I thought that I would come out and do this job before it gets real hot. Now, as you can see, I have made a very autumnal looking little place here for us today. But I wanted to show you what I bought the other day. Remember I said I was going to buy some colorful mums? And look at these. These are beautiful. They're a rust color and there's tons of buds on it. What I'm gonna do now is transplant it into this big tub because this bush will spread this big. That's why I'm putting it in. And probably within a couple of weeks, it should be that big and it'll be one of the stars of my garden. So I'm gonna do that now. The other thing I bought, and I wanted to get the autumn colors, are these deep orange mums, big ones.
Marigolds.
Marigolds. Yeah, these are not the tiny ones. I haven't had much luck with the tiny ones. So actually there's 3 plants in here. I didn't notice that, Moose. Wonder if I should keep them all together. Yeah. So this I might not transplant till the next day. So I also have some pumpkins I picked up at Walmart, and I do sprinkle these throughout my garden. I don't grow pumpkins because I don't have the room for them. But just now, Brendan was here and he pulled down all my scarecrows. So I have all these friends. Some are pretty old and they're gonna go along the back. I put them back there and I put them along the fence there, and it helps to decorate my garden. Oh, Teeny, by the way, I have my gloves on. I just polished my nails, so here we go. Now I got these flowers in the Walmart garden area, and they have really good prices on things. So this is still good. The roots are not root bound. It's looking good. I'm gonna, now see, I can't do it too well with the gloves on, but I'm gonna loosen up the bottom and then pop it down right in here and put more dirt in. Now, I've got to get my leg up and over. 1, 2, 3. There. That's much better. Okay, here we go. Here's a hook, Moose. I had a hook. This looks good. I have some nice potting soil here, and I'll just keep putting some in. So, I think we're good here. Found these, and I always like to put some fake greens and fall decor in. She's young. She still has a good head of hair. Do you see her?
Yeah.
This poor lady's probably pretty old by now, so we're gonna fix her up with a wig. So let me get these over here. I found these on Amazon, and there are all styles and colors. I just love them, and a lot of you have already found them and bought them. They're full legs, and I'm gonna walk up here, and the back is like an overall, and they're cute, aren't they? And they're very comfortable. They have a side zipper. These are my Jolly rubber garden shoes. I have them in green, dark green, and red, and they're about 10 years old, all of them. The hat is ancient, and I'm ready for gardening and fall. Well, I want to thank you all for watching. It's kind of a mixed up video, but I wanted to tell you and show you some of the things that we've been doing all week. We've been having kind of a social week, a very happy, joyful week, being with children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and today just can't beat working in the garden. So my little friend and I are going to say goodbye now, and thank you all so much for watching. You know, I am so appreciative, and I say this every video, but I mean it. for all of your subbing and commenting, and thank you so much. Moosie and I are thrilled. Grandchildren just can't get over that their 85, almost 86-year-old granny has a YouTube with a lot of wonderful, wonderful followers. So, bye for now. See you soon. Thank you. And God bless us all.